YouTube. What's up, baby? We back in this thing again with another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai, Season 4, Episode 8, entitled Minefields. Now, if you've been on this channel before, you already know how we do these things. We go with the premise first, three of my favorite scenes, the grade, and then we're on to the next one, right? So, episode 7, Minefields. Let's get into it. So, in this, we have in the beginning Anthony, and he talks to Leah for a second, and that's his crush. So, he's trying to get in good with her, and then he finds out that Leah is becoming good friends with Kenny, and so within that, I guess Anthony's like, you know what, like, let me just make it good with Kenny. Let me just start all over with him. And he tries to do it, but it's too late, bro. You know what I'm saying? You push Kenny's buttons too many times, and for him to just automatically accept, you starting over a friendship with him, that doesn't have to be so. And I totally agree with him. I don't think you didn't earn his trust. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do anything to earn his trust. You just automatically turn over. Oh, well, let's start our relationship over. Like, no, you didn't earn it, bro. So anyways, bro, you know that the beef between Kenny and Anthony is brewing. Anthony's friends start making fun of Anthony, of course. And so he goes and he steals Kenny's clothes, and then he runs away with them. And then in return, he's embarrassed because he runs out in the middle of this, like the hallways for the school, and he has underwear on. So everybody sees him in his underwear, and it's an embarrassing situation. So now Kenny's mad again. From there, we go to Miguel. And Miguel's getting ready to train with Johnny. And Johnny and Carmen plan on telling him over dinner that they're going out. Miguel ends up going into his mom's room, and he ends up finding Johnny's headband under her pillow. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, like, he's been here. And then from there, we go to Daniel, and he's talking to Anthony, because he finds out that a Cobra Kai sweatshirt is in his Anthony's room, and he doesn't know it, but that's Kenny's sweatshirt. And Anthony lies about the situation and tells him that there's a kid at school that's been picking on him, and whatever else. So bro, I'm getting sick of Anthony, bro. Like, Samantha, I can see why she's doing the stuff to Tori, but Anthony has no right, bro, and I'm getting sick of that fool. I'm getting sick of him, bro. So anyways, bro, Daniel tells Anthony, like, look, like, it's time for you to train with me. You know what I'm saying? You're old enough to do it, and, you should be able to stand up, against this dude, and you'll be able to if you learn karate from me. So that's the plan now, right? This dude is such a liar, bro. It gets on my nerves. But anyways, Kenny ends up telling Robbie about what happens, and Kenny's like, you know what, I had enough of this, bro. Like, I'm tired of always getting picked on. I'm ready to fight back. And Robbie ends up telling him, like, look, bro, you got to be smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smarter than me. You got to be smarter than your brother that's in jail. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do the wrong things and get put in jail, he's like, you're going to get back at him in a different way. And then we have Terry and Kreese, and Terry is basically telling the students that, everybody has a weakness, and to be the best, against your opponent, what you should do is find the weakness of your opponent and use it against them. And that's going to help you to win, And he says everybody has a weakness. And then one of the students is like, Sensei Kreese doesn't have a weakness, and he's like, yeah, he does. Everybody has a weakness. And you can see Kreese looking at him, looking at Terry, you know what I'm saying? And you can see that he wanted Terry to come back, but he didn't want Terry to take, full control of Cobra Kai. And that's sort of what Terry is doing. But anyways, so that happens. That's what they're going to train on for the day. And they end up making a bet like, look, you pick somebody, I'll pick somebody. Like Terry's like, I'll pick somebody. Kreese is like, I'll pick somebody. We'll have them, fight one-on-one, and then whoever wins, whoever student that they chose wins, we'll owe that person a brew, six pack. You know what I'm saying? That's a bet between Kreese and Terry. So, that's what they do. Then from there we go to Johnny and Carmen, and they have a talk with Miguel. And even though the way that he found out about the relationship, he should sort of be mad, but he knows that Johnny, his sensei, is a good guy. So, there's some things about him that could be better, but all in all, Johnny's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? So he basically telling him that, like, there's no problem. You know what I'm saying? There's no problem at all. You guys are happy together, then it's cool with me, And then after that, you see Daniel, and he basically takes Anthony with him to, train at the Miyagi-Do. And he's seeing all the students using weapons and stuff like that, because they're about to have like a skill competition as well in this tournament. And he's like, well, cool, I guess I came in at the right time because I get to use a weapon. He's like, nah, think again. We started from ground zero. Take him to the back, shows him the cars. All the cars are dirty. And he tells him, you got to clean that up. You know what I'm saying? Wax on, wax off. And, you're starting off from the beginning, but eventually you're going to level up to the top. And, on the way, I'll show you as many, shortcuts as I can, And Anthony's like, all right, cool. I got it. I'll do it or whatever. So that's how that situation ends right there. And then we go back to the bet with Kreese and Terry. So for the bet, Kreese chooses Tori and Terry chooses Piper. And in the fight, when it's done, Piper ends up losing. And then just want to make sure I get this right. But anyways, and then also after that, Kreese chooses Robbie, and Terry chooses Kenny to fight, and it's like a double or nothing type bet. And even though pretty much Robbie won, ended up being that Kenny won because he kicked Kenny in the arm, and Kenny was like, it hurts, and then he freaking sweeps Robbie's leg from underneath him, and then he wins. You know what I'm saying? So it was cheap, but Kenny won. You know what I'm saying? So now Kreese won the first battle, but Terry won the second battle, and it was double or nothing. And now in that bet, completely, Terry won. And again, you can see between them there's Kreese wants to say something, but he's holding it in. You know what I'm saying? And then we go to Johnny, and he's with his students, and he introduces the new female student that he got, and her name is Devin, and they welcome her to Eagle Fang. And then Johnny trains his students, but he doesn't let Miguel train because Miguel is such an important, piece to the tournament, like within the fighting part of it, that he doesn't want to risk a chance of, Miguel getting injured. And Miguel's kind of taking it as in a way like, oh, so you dated my mom, so now you give me special treatment. But it's more so Johnny's looking at the bigger picture, like you're the best fighter I have. Like, I'm not gonna risk a chance of losing you. Everybody else can train, they can do what they do, they get injured, so be it. But you cannot get injured. I need you. Um and then what ends up happening is Johnny finishes training with the students, and all the students end up being mad at Miguel because they're like, oh, well, you get special treatment. Oh, I wish I was, good friends with the sensei and he gave me special treatment, da 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 da. And so, now Miguel's, kind of pissed off at the fact that, he's getting looked at that way. Um, and then after that, we go back to Anthony and Daniel. Daniel comes back and all the cars are like clean. He's like, oh, like, okay. Ends up being that Anthony hired like a professional car cleaner dude to come and clean the cars, bro. So when Anthony and Daniel talk about the situation, they get into an argument and, they kind of both go their own ways. Like, Daniel's like, all right, well, whatever. I guess go back and play your games. You know what I'm saying? Anthony's like, all you do is talk about Miyagi-Do and Mr. Miyagi. Like, I'm tired of it. Da 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 da. So they have an argument and they both go their own ways. And then we go to Miguel, and Miguel has an argument with Johnny. And his mom about he was saying like this wasn't supposed to be weird, but it's just weird to me. Like you're acting different, and I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, although he was okay with it in the beginning, he's sort of not starting to be okay with it now because of the fact that it's affecting him. And then we get to a scene where Anthony goes to the Miyagi-Do dojo, and he's like looking at stuff that Mr. Miyagi had, and Daniel comes in, and they start talking, and then things actually get made up. You know what I'm saying? Like they heal the wound, and they're good again, right? And then we get to the point where Anthony sees Kenny, and he tries to make good with Kenny, but Kenny, like I said, he doesn't trust him, and he shouldn't trust him. You know what I'm saying? And what ends up happening is a situation occurs, and Kenny runs away from Anthony and his friends, and he runs into a library, and they follow him. But little did they know it was a trap. So when they get in there, cuts off the light, and he beats up all of Anthony's friends. And just as he's about to beat up Anthony, a teacher comes in and takes them to the principal. So now they're both in trouble. More so Anthony, but now they're both in trouble. So Kenny's getting his revenge slowly but surely. Johnny takes Miguel. He pulls him out of Johnny goes to Miguel's school, and he's at the time Miguel's hanging out with Samantha, and Johnny pulls him to the side and is like, yo, like let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'll write you a slip to get out of class early. Let's go do something. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to make up for like his what happened between them. And so Johnny agrees with it. They end up going to where Johnny trains his students. They have a talk. He lets him know about his background, about his father leaving him when he was like young, and the fact that he took in Crease's information and everybody else's information and got all that, and it was the wrong stuff. And then he ended up putting it on his son Robbie, and then he lost Robbie. You know what I'm saying? He's just afraid to do it again to Miguel. You know what I'm saying? So Miguel understands the situation, and Miguel's like, I still want you to be my sensei, and I still got respect for you, bro. Everything's good, so everything's good at that point. And then Johnny's like, all right, well, I'm gonna teach you something that I didn't think you was ready for, but since you want me to be your sensei, I'm gonna teach you something. It's called like a tornado roundhouse kick or something like that. And so just as he's about to teach him it, Samantha pops out and was like, yo, you guys need to find a better hiding spot. Da 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 da. And Johnny's like, yo, does your dad know you're here? And Samantha's like, you know what? Like, I'm training and I'm learning from Miyagi-Do and I'm learning from Cobra. Eagle Fang. You know what I'm saying? I need to have the best of both worlds. That way I have more in my arsenal. And so he agrees to teach her as well. And then after that, we continue with the situation that Anthony and Kenny got into. And, Amanda and Daniel are called into the school and they're like, oh, another situation with, this dude, another person's picking on our kids. Like, I can't believe this, da-da-da-da. This time we ain't gonna let nothing slide and whatever. So they go into the principal's room and, they're like, yeah, we're not gonna let it slide this time. Like, there needs to be punishment, da-da-da-da-da. And the principal's like, yeah, I do agree with that for sure. We already, expelled the other students that were in this, situation, and we're about to expel Anthony or whatever. And they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, no, like, we have proof. Anthony and his friends were the ones that were bothering Kenny. They were the bullies, and they're both shocked or whatever. Daniel turns and looks at, Anthony, and it's trouble time. You feel me? And as he looks at him, he looks away or whatever. And then it goes back to the shot with Anthony and Kenny, and they're sitting out in the hallway. And Kenny's like, I got you, bro. I got you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey. I don't like the picking and stuff, but, bro, you picked on my boy. You picked on my boy for a long time. He's getting you back. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. But that's how the episode ended. Actually, no. So, bro, Kreese ends up finally talking to Terry, and bro, he tears Terry down. He's like, bro, so you want to tell me about my weakness? Tell me about my weakness that you say I have. And Terry's like, no, I don't, da, 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 da. And then Kreese is like, you're afraid to tell me the weakness that I have because you're afraid I'll get mad. He's like, I want you to remember back in the war, you know what I'm saying, we were stuck in that cage and they were going to kill us or whatever, and you were scared, you were just in the ground, crawled up, and then I got up and I helped us out, and da-da-da-da-da, and it just completely shredded Terry, bro. It just shredded him. I was like, God dang, bro, Kreese, calm down, bro. But Kreese basically, by the end of that conversation, he took back reins of Cobra Kai and took back reins of this relationship. Like, now we know who's in charge for sure, you feel me? And then that's how that situation ended. That's how the episode ended as well. But to me, bro, definitely a dope episode. I definitely like it. 3 of my favorite scenes will be Piper and Tori fighting. Even though it wasn't like so much of a fight, it was cool to see Piper's, the way that the things that she can bring in because she's an athlete. She's in gymnastics and stuff like that. That was a dope way of fighting, And it was cool to see Tori fight as well. Second favorite scene will be Kenny getting his revenge, bro. When he got those kids, Anthony and his friends locked up in that library, he was taking them out, bro. Though the black kid that hangs out with Anthony got it the worst. That fool popped out, kicked him in the leg, and then he was like, Kenny just runs and kicks that fool right in his face. I was like, oh my God, bro. He may be dead, bro. Third favorite scene would be Kreese and Tori, bro. That talk at the end, bro, that was some G. That was a G check-in right there, bro. For sure, bro. But, yeah, man, those are 3 of my favorite scenes. For me, I got to get this episode, bro. I got to get this episode a 10 out of 10. It wasn't that much fighting in here, but the emotions, bro, like all the craziness going on, bro. This was a crazy episode, bro. So I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for sure. If you guys seen the episode, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, baby, this is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and until next time.